He'll love it. Clunge King.
I wonder if he's
We need to get
listening.
him on. That's what I would say. He could be a guest one week.
Someone commented on the last episode saying he needs to be the next guest.
He would be funny. You'd love him. Hi guys, and welcome to Lousy Advice. This is a podcast where we discuss all the advice we've given, we've taken, we've shoved, because it's all been pretty lousy, particularly when it's from a podcast. Now, if you're wondering who I'm with, that tiny, weeny, wincy little man next to me is the intern, Rory. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Tiny, weeny, wincy intern over here. Rory, good to meet you all. Good to have you here. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you soon.
We're going to see them now.
I'll see you now.
We're now getting into it. I'm Holly, part-time Zumba, part-time influencer, part-time Lousy Advisor, whatever. Yep. Anyway, let's just get straight into it. This week, we're going to be talking about the new year, New Year's resolutions, reinventing yourself, New Year, new me vibes.
That's the vibes.
Which I'm sure you know is just so me. Like, yes. I've just got my shit together. Yeah, thank you. And we're going to discuss all things about that and that kind of vibe of like reinventing yourself in the New Year's, the resolutions, all that kind of shit.
Also a bit about the night itself.
And a little bit about the night itself, New Year's, which is fundamentally the worst night of the year.
All right, spoiler.
Yeah. Anyway, let's just get right into it. Should we have a bit of casual chit chat first?
Getting right into it's when you get into it. We're not getting right into it. Now we're just going for some casual chit chat. You say let's get right into it after we've had the casual chit chat.
Sorry. Before we get into it, if you do enjoy this podcast, it would really help us if you could follow the podcast on whatever platform you're listening on.
Yes, please.
If you could like it please. Rate it 5 out of 5.
Comments as well are unbelievable. We'd love the comments.
And if you could comment, we'd really appreciate it. That really helps us. Basically, we hope that the more views and the more engagement we get, the easier it is for us to climb the chart. So it makes it easier for us to get guests on in the next season. It helps us get more new listeners. And then it also helps us on our road to breaking even, if I'm honest with you, getting a few sponsoroonies. So thank you for having your hand up like that. Without further ado, let's get into not the major podcast, but the minor bit, which is us having some casual chit chat.
I've had my hand up for ages.
Oh, I thought you were just like, yes, man.
No, I was having my hand up so I could speak.
Yeah, what would you like to say?
You just ignored it.
Sorry, yeah.
I just wanted to say also, if you could share to your stories as well, that'd be amazing. Because then that is probably the most impactful thing, because that then lets other people that have not heard of the podcast see that it exists.
Yeah.
That's probably...
Did you screenshot it on like Spotify or on Apple Podcasts and put it up?
Or like love listening to... You don't even have to be screen... It could just be like a photo of whatever you. And say, love Lousy Advice, woohoo.
Yeah. I know that probably that should happen organically. We shouldn't be like asking for that.
No, we need to ask people to do it.
We do need to ask.
You used to have to force people.
Because we want to make season 2 great. Because this is unfortunately the end of season 1. We're taking a little break.
Because we're going to come back with an even better series.
Yeah.
Series 2 is going to be like...
It's going to blow your socks off.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And hopefully there's going to be a bit more knicker twisting. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, further ado, let's get into it. So what things have you got to discuss this week, Rory Toft?
I don't know. One thing I just want to know on the topic of the pod is around New Year's, right?
Yeah.
And I know this is Lousy Advice. This podcast is about giving lousy advice. Mm-hmm. But I feel like this is going to be extra lousy because we've not got any plans whatsoever for New Year's.
I know.
And we've never, ever, and we can maybe speak about this a bit more later on, but we've never, I think, really followed through on a New Year's resolution.
No.
So could you tell our kind viewers and listeners and watchers why they might want to keep listening?
I don't know. I don't really know what you're getting at. Why would they want to keep listening?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm just acknowledging. I just like to be honest and transparent and open.
No, we shouldn't do that. We've got to clickbait the hell out of our audience.
We've got some huge New Year's plans. We have the best night every year on New Year's. And also, we've got a foolproof method to writing a New Year's resolution and following through with it.
No, but we're going into this too early. Why are we talking about this? We're doing general chit-chat.
Sorry. Okay, fine. Let's do some casual chit-chat. Not general chit-chat, casual.
So first one for me is I've really got into knitting. This is an interesting one. I found this website. It's called Woolen Gang. And basically they like make you, so they give you the yarn and the knitting needles and a piece of like a leaflet which tells you how to make it. And it's like different things. So you can make a cardigan, a hat, whatever. Obviously I'm a beginner, so I'm making a snood. Isn't that such a good word to say? Say snood.
Snood?
Yeah, isn't that nice? Do you think you're quite excited to say it? Like when I know it's coming up in the sentence, I'm like, oh, I'm about to say it, snood. At the minute, I'm knitting a snood and it's brilliant. So like when I'm watching TV, I've got something to do with my hands. Like I do it in bed. Like it's just really relaxing. And also at the same time, it feels like you're doing something that is like semi-productive.
Sorry.
Yeah, cowgirl, just... Just while it's happening, it means I've got something to focus on. Do you know what I mean? I can't really be asked. I'm like, fine, I'll do it.
The way you were wording it.
Let me just do my cross stitch. So yeah, I'm making a snood and I'm just having the best time ever. So if you need something to be relaxing, that's really good. What else have I got?
So sorry. I know this segment's called Casual Chit Chat, right? Do you think we could maybe rename it Holly's boring monologue of some incredibly boring hobby that she's got this week?
Yeah.
Because we've had washing, followed by dehumidifier, followed by knitting.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Me?
Okay, true. And it's your
my podcast, so it's my rules.
Okay,
so
fine.
sharp in turn. Gotten a bit cocky over there, little man.
My bad.
What have you got to say that's so interesting then?
I haven't got anything interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Because last week you were like, yeah, my favourite thing about Christmas is probably the food.
Well, actually, on food, actually, I did have an unbelievable Tuesday night this week. So good. Which I'll tell you why that was because Holly was away for the night with her mum, which meant this is very rare. You don't really leave me that often.
No.
So I actually got a night at home alone. It's quite nice to have that on a Tuesday because, there's no pressure to really do anything.
Yeah.
So like having that on a Tuesday, things are looking up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went out, bought myself a nice steak, cooked a steak, ate the steak.
Because Rory's not really allowed meat in the house when I'm there because I'm vegetarian. I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. So I capitalised and had a nice chilled evening in, watched a bit of...
I got a PR
YouTube.
Parcel for this really nice thing of like cheese and it had a game in. I was like, I'm really excited to put that on my story and be like, this is actually a really good suggestion. Like say you were going to like your extended families for Christmas, like if you bring around that as a present of like, oh look, I've got all the cheese, but it's also got a game in there, that'd be brilliant. Rory messages me, not asking, saying, oh, I've just eaten the Stilton in that. Is that all right?
Yeah, no, it's because it arrived and as I was about to make this steak and with my steak, a bit rogue on the side, I was having some mushroom, spinach and garlic, which I'd usually
and
have.
Brussels sprout.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, then we also happened to have some Brussels sprouts in the fridge. So I also threw those in. And then to make it extra stinky, I got the Stilton in it. Like the Stilton arrived. I was like, perfect. So yeah, my farts were like, you were so lucky you're away because they've never been so
Well, no,
bad.
it still got me because when I got back on the Wednesday night, he was like, I've eaten all this stuff. And I was like, you're going to fucking stink. Luckily, I got the dehumidifier to suck some of that out of the air. But then I was like, have you been for a shit yet? And he was like, no. And I was like, would you not just get that out of the way before I come back?
I think it clogs up quite easily, that combination.
Disgusting.
If you don't want to get clogged up, don't eat sprouts, mushrooms,
Considering
spinach,
Rory's got a sensitive
garlic.
stomach, why is he eating all that stinky shit? Anyway, whatever. That is beyond the point. Also, tight ass Rory suddenly is big spender when I'm not there. How much is the steak?
I could not believe this. I think I probably have a steak like once a year whenever Holly goes away. So this is like, this is a big treat for me. I went to the butcher's.
Just get to the point.
15 quid for a steak. Why is it? It's like that much at a restaurant.
Yeah.
How does it cost 15 quid? I've then got to go and cook it.
And when would you ever spend that on anything? There's nothing. We never can get like the taste the difference range.
No, but I didn't know I was about to spend that much.
Oh, right.
You say, can I have a steak? And they put it on a scales. It came to £16.70 on the scales. I was like, oh my, I think he saw my face.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll give it to you for 15. I was like, oh, great.
That is embarrassing that you could see that you were panicking.
Yeah.
That serves you right for eating a mega steak.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Well, that was really interesting compared to what I said. And then most excitingly for us.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not really for you.
Oh.
The Kingtern has had a promotion.
Oh yeah.
And the Kingtern.
What, am I getting CEO?
No. Rory has now been upgraded to being my manager.
So I'm no longer a Kingtern, I'm now a manager.
Yeah, but we're still going to call him the Kingtern because we don't want to get too big for his boots.
Oh, right.
But basically now, the way it works...
So does that mean you now work for me?
No.
I'm your manager.
I'm your client.
Maybe I'm your agent.
Yeah. Basically, so when you're an influencer, right, or a creator, whatever, you normally have a management and they like manage your inbox or your emails of like deals that come in for you. So basically, I've been with a few different managements for the last like 3 years.
3 years now, yeah.
That I've been doing content creation full time. And me and Rory decided, because they basically the way it works is that they manage your inbox And then when the deals come in, they negotiate them and they take a cut. They take a percentage of what you earn. So me and Rory were a bit like, well, we're working together, and fundamentally, to be able to afford for us to work together, that cut going somewhere else means that it was quite stressful in us trying to earn the right amount.
Yeah, it means now we get the cut.
Yeah. And it means that I've got more control over what I'm doing, the brands that I'm working with, like the way that I'm working with them.
No, don't get ahead of yourself. I've got control. I'm the manager.
But basically, we're going to collectively now manage my own stuff. So Rory is now technically my manager. So any brand deals that you see, if you're a bit like, that's a bit of a shit one, that was Rory that made that one happen.
If you want to go for a casual chit chat with the Kingtern and then we maybe discuss a bit of business, hit me up.
Yeah. So this is actually really exciting that like now we are properly in charge of our own business. Yeah. And that's all thanks to you guys. Like, thank you for making this possible.
Thank you so much.
That we've now hired the Kingtern full time.
Is Kingtern getting paid?
I also want to add, because some people think that Kingtern isn't getting paid.
Is he?
The Kingtern
Well, he's going to start getting paid. No, okay, sorry.
The Kingtern is paid. Me and the Kingtern are paid the same amount. So I just want to add, because I think a lot of people think the Kingtern does not get paid, and you actually are just interning for me and doing me a favour. Like, I love that you think we're living such a nice life that Rory can just be like, oh, just do a bit of interning for 6 months.
Yeah. Sadly.
But yeah, I don't know if that's exciting to you guys, but for us as a business, it's really exciting that we're kind of taking. Well, can you explain why it's good? I
guess we can do a lot more outreach to brands that you'd like to work with as well.
Yeah.
So we can say, like, Holly's like, oh, I want to work with whatever brand. Kingtern will say, I'll make it happen, and I'll go and pitch. I'll pitch her. I'll say, look, we've got Holy Morridge over here. She could do some sort of brandage for you. What do you think? And they'll say, yes, please. And I'll say, right, pay us. And they'll say, okay. And then they'll pay us.
Yeah, exactly. So if everything goes down the pan,
yeah,
you'll know why. If in a month's time, like, I've just signed with the management, you'll be like, oh shit, the Kingtern was not doing a good job. But no, we're very excited, and we're hoping that we can like also do way more. Like, we're hoping we can do like events, we can do more with the podcast, we can do more.
I think it would mean we can invest, as we're getting to keep that cut now, so we can invest that money either in, as you say, doing like some of your organic content.
Yeah.
Or, you obviously, one of your ambitions is to get onto radio, TV. So if you start investing some of that more time, money into getting you to where you need to be, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And we can also use some of it for the Lousy Christmas party. We're not having a Christmas party, actually. Why have we not had a work
we should do. Yeah. We have to go to All Bar One or something, me and you.
Yeah.
Have one drink and then go home.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Let's do that.
So yeah, we just thought we'd update you on that. That's just like, I bet that's not very interesting to you, but that's just quite, in our lives, that's quite a big thing. Yeah, we're very excited, and can't thank you enough for always supporting things that we do together. We're so very lucky and grateful that we get to work together and build our life this way. So yeah, thank you so much.
We're on 2 roads at the moment.
Yeah, we're on the road to breaking even.
It's amazing. You're on the hard shoulder. You're just coming onto the first lane. What does it say above? It says break even and king and queen of paddle.
You're so right. Lane. It's going to be 2026 is going to be our year.
Yeah, Junction 26 will be there.
100%.
Can we go on to a bit of Don't Get Your Knickers in a Twist?
Yeah.
And look, as this is the last episode of the series, please, I'm going to, right here, like, if you're listening, please can you join me? Just like, repeat after me. Please, CEO, can we use the Knicker Twister?
You're not the CEO. Can I just get that?
No, I'm saying, please, I'm asking you, and I'm asking you for your permission.
Yes, fine. You can do the knicker twisting.
All right, we're going to do some knicker twisting. We're going to get the drill out. It's probably run out of batteries. I haven't used it for so long. But this is exciting.
This is exciting.
Come on.
Let's go. Bosh.
Let's go. Right.
Okay.
Thank you for everyone that's been commenting over the past, I don't know, however many episodes to say we need to bring back Knickers in a Twist.
He's had like one comment saying this.
There's been every episode there's been comments.
Yeah.
There's been DMs. People were upset it went.
But this is what happens when you're a silent watcher.
You saw one person say, I don't like it, and you got rid of it.
No, I think the silent watchers are just like, thank God that stopped. Whereas I think they're going to come back now and be like, please, for the next series, get rid of it.
This is going to 10x the viewership for this episode.
Okay, come then.
So we're doing Don't Get Your Knickers in a Twist. Holly, what gets your knickers in a twist?
This is a bit niche, but something that's getting on my nerves is everyone always saying, oh my God, everyone's getting into reading. Like everyone loves reading. They're reading Akatar or something. And everyone's just like, I see them and it looks so cozy. They've got their Kindle on like a thing that's plugged into the side of their bed. They've got a clicker set up to do it. They've got snacks. And I'm like, this is the exact kind of vibe that I think I'd like. I'm trying to get into being a reader, but every time I read more than 2 pages, it makes me fall asleep. Like I don't know. It can be any time of day. I've tried the morning, I've tried the evening. If I ever try and read something, I honestly, my eyes shut and I drift off. And I'm like, but how am I going to make this a hobby if this hobby is sending me to sleep? Reading to me, honestly, it just feels like a chore. Like I'm skimming through and I'm like, where are we going to get to here? Like, and I'm like, how are you all enjoying this? Like, are you pretending or are you genuinely enjoying it?
I find reading hard. I find the first half of every book hard.
Yeah.
I think when you make it to the second half, it's usually all right.
But what, I
First half,
can't go through shit
boring.
for that the whole time.
I know. I don't know how people do it. Some people read like a book every week.
That's what I mean. These people are like, they're reading so much. And I'm like, you must have such a better vocabulary. You must have such a lower screen time. Like they must really have their shit together. I want to be you, but it's sending me to sleep, babe, or it's making me bored. And I'm like, this is actually frustrating. So how are you doing it? Pissing me off. It makes me feel like it feels a bit smug when someone says I'm a reader. I'm like, so I'm just keep talking. So, because Rory's looking at me like, I want to drill. And I'm like, no. I'm talking about reading.
No, I just forgot how conscious I am of my hands when I do this. I don't know why. Why is standing up so awkward?
For audio listeners, Rory's currently stood behind the Knickers in the Twist frame and his hands are kind of like hovering around.
I think what I used to settle on was I held each of the poles like this.
You know, like ski.
Why is standing up, like when I'm sat down, I don't care about my hands.
Yeah.
When I'm here, am I like, these are huge and everyone's looking at them?
Try being like the Strictly presenters like Claudia and Tess. What they do is they pinch both hands and then like touch the pinch of both fingers. So stand like that and talk.
Oh, really?
Does that feel good?
Not really.
No, I think actually they both hold their pointing finger with their other pointing finger and thumb. So it's like that.
Right. Well, okay, I'll try and do that.
Okay.
So how twisted are your naughty knickers on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think smug readers, you're getting my knickers in a twist 7 out of 10.
Okay, right. Here it is.
Come
We're back on
on.
the twistometer.
Let's go.
Let's go. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Right, for the listeners, I'm about to twist these panties right up. Let's go. 1. Okay, sorry. I was a bit overzealous with the
Audio
twisting.
listeners, the pants have fallen straight off.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow,
Gosh.
my panties are so
That
twisted.
is right up there, is it? How does it feel?
It's horrible. It's
Oh.
horrible.
Right, we should probably do it. Mine's probably a bit boring. Thank you very much for coming. Thanks for your support. See you next series. Don't get your knickers in a twist.
Yeah, bosh.
Sorry, what did you say? Akatar? What's that?
I don't know. It's like a book series I think people are reading. I don't know, but it's just what I'm seeing. I'm getting snippets of it because I'm not watching too much because it makes me sad that I can't join in. Okay, I thought we'd go a few of our Fuck Up Fridays that we got last week because they're quite good. So here we go. Let's start. This was a short one. I made a big mistake at work and now my company has been sued. Still have my job though.
I made a big mistake. The company's been sued and they've kept their job.
Yeah.
What?
That's pretty good going. Like they must really like you. Like I would be flattered. Like that is an ego
Definitely
boost.
will have done that though.
I like this. I ate 2 Toblerones bought for the same friend's birthday, in brackets replaced, and opted to not gift.
Sorry, say that again.
So she's bought a Toblerone, eaten it, decided to gift it, bought another one and has eaten it again. I'm actually just not going to give them a gift.
Oh, right.
I like that. She's just respected it. She's been like, do you know what? I'm actually just not going to buy that. Would I rather eat this and enjoy this now or like give it to them and then just decided to sack off gifting entirely?
I think in future they need to buy a few when they buy one.
Yeah. Okay, this is quite good. This is a few. This is someone's having a shit time. So I'm like, this is really good.
This is so good.
I typed on Hinge to a boy saying, haha, I nearly ran you over last week, soz, which is true, to send to my friend, like, haha, I might send this, and then clicked back on the app and I'd accidentally sent it. I cried.
Whenever you do it, because sometimes I've done that before where you like
pretend
in like a group chat or something, you type out a message, screenshot, send it like as if you're going to send it. But every time you're on like high alert not to press send. Like so your brain goes into like serious mode of like, I cannot mess up here.
And it's not even worth it for the humour. Like you're a bit like, why am I putting myself through so much stress just to make this funny joke?
Yeah. That is high risk.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's when you get high reward. Do you know what I mean? No
Did
pain, no gain.
Respond?
No
What
idea.
did he say?
Don't think he did respond. I cried in front of my whole team at work, including the senior directors, because I looked like Jennifer Coolidge in a photo. No offense, Jennifer. An old one, but I went up to the finance director of our entire company last year thinking he was Chico. He isn't.
Thought he was Chico. What do you mean?
Yes. I don't know. She thought he was, Chico. Like it's Chico time.
She thought he was Chico.
Yes.
How could you?
Why did she think Chico was in the office?
Why is Chico just working a 9 to 5 now? Like nothing wrong with the 9 to 5, but I can't. Like Chico never struck me as an office worker. It'd be a real change of career direction for him.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be good. He would be pretty good at lifting the spirit, especially in that. You talking about you used to work in a basement.
Yeah.
Imagine being in that dingy basement.
I wouldn't mind
Chico
that.
comes in 9 a.m. He gets on the mic. He says, "Right, it's Chico time." Gets everyone up and singing it every morning. Everyone's just like full of energy, ready to seize the day.
Yeah, maybe Chico, if you're listening, give it a go. Contact Rory on LinkedIn.
Chico,
you can work at our company.
Here on a podcast, maybe. Get him on.
Get him on. What we can ask him about being Chico.
Yeah, it could be a very quick cameo from him.
This is still the same person. When I called the AA out thinking my car had broken down, when actually it was just in gear so it wouldn't turn on. And then the final one.
That is, I guess with your own car, that's tricky. But like with a car, we hired that car in America, I had no idea. Like when you get in a new car, why is everything so different?
I know.
Like every car has just got...
It was so hard. Like Rory couldn't work out how to turn the car on, even though there was a button that said stop start, which you'd imagine would make your brain think probably click
You just
that.
feel like you're in a spaceship all of a sudden. You've got no idea how anything works in a different car.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how you didn't. Like, that was hard, them just labelling the button stop start.
You had no idea what you were doing. Don't you give me that.
Fancied this boy at uni who had aired me for 2 weeks.
Sorry, is this still the same person?
Yeah. He said, sorry, I haven't been taking my cod liver oil supplements, so I haven't remembered to reply. My mum makes me take them, so I might have ADHD. Fair, but fuck up to... It's fair, but fuck up to chase him for another year. Am I okay? Sorry, I haven't replied. I haven't taken my cod liver oil.
Wow. I did once message someone saying...
What?
It was like a good few months.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly who they were or what the context was, but I remember messaging him saying, sorry, I haven't had signal. But it was like quite clearly a joke. I can't remember. I probably could find it.
Oh, if you've ever dated this pig over here.
I don't think I was dating them. I can't remember who they were, but I remember sending them that.
Oh, right. That's not very nice.
Yeah.
And then my final one, my son is 3 months old. Here's a list of fuck ups. Keep leaving the house covered in baby poo. It's part of my everyday attire now. Haven't shaved my legs since maybe June. My legs.
Do you get covered in baby poo?
I think it just goes everywhere.
What? Wait, the person's covered in baby poo or the house is?
The baby.
What? Or the baby?
No, sorry. The woman is covered in baby poo.
What, and they haven't decided to wash it off themselves?
I think there's just like a little bit and it's going to be too much effort to then get back in and change your jumper.
Stinking.
Yeah.
Is that not like quite antisocial? That's because if someone was sat next to you on the tube and stunk of BO, you'd think that's a bit antisocial.
I don't think baby poo's the same. I think it's a bit of a like free for all. I think that's fine.
Surely it smells worse than BO though.
No, I think it does. Only having milk.
I don't know. I've seen baby poos before and they look pretty grim.
I don't know. Haven't shaved my legs since maybe June. My legs now resemble my husband's. I can't drive a buggy. Seem to always end up ramming it into someone or something. And this is my favourite one.
How are you doing that? Like what? Like just.
I think they're so big. No, but you know, like when you get a trolley and one of the wheels, like my suitcase.
Yeah, it's like having a trolley in a supermarket. I've never barged a trolley into someone.
Like when you're trying to work out a corner and you can't quite make it. Forgot my son's name for 3 days. Was too embarrassed to ask my husband what we'd called the tiny human that I created.
How on earth?
I love that.
How do you forget their name? Has that ever happened to anyone? Surely that's not like, how on earth would you forget their name?
And then being too embarrassed to ask the husband, like, do you think you then say, oh, where's the baby? Like, oh, the baby's asleep.
There must be somewhere it's written down as well. Like you must have a birth certificate. You must have something, some way of finding that information out. This person doesn't sound very proactive. They're walking around covered in poo. I don't think I like they need some help, I think.
No, I think this is me. This is going to be me.
They're buggy into people and they're forgetting their kid's name.
That is 100% what I'm going to be like, without a doubt. Told a friend to never have kids for her to then tell me about an hour later that she was in fact pregnant.
This is the same person.
Yeah. After feeding my son, I forgot to put my boob back in my bra. I just pulled my jumper back down, walked around the garden centre with one boob just flapping around. So we like that one. That girl got a voucher.
Well done.
So yeah, thank you so much for sending those in. That will definitely be back next season because everyone's loved Fuck Up Friday. So
yes,
we're going to make it. We're actually thinking of changing up the formats a little bit. It might be that we've got like a bit of podcast coming out in a few days.
Yeah, 2 a week. Who knows?
Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
Not us.
That could be a little treat, couldn't it?
That could be a little treat. One of them was about this girl that gave her dog Pavlova and then it had the shits like all day. She sent me a picture of all the shit on the carpet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was like, I
want to
didn't
see
need
that.
to see that.
See, that's why I don't want a pet.
What? Yeah, but we wouldn't feed it pavlova.
You would. You definitely would. You always cooking up a pavlova every weekend.
So, moving on to New Year's resolutions, New Year, New Me vibe. What is your lousy advice of the week on that topic?
My lousy advice of the week is, this isn't very helpful.
Okay.
It's to have a New Year's resolution.
Right.
I guess the things that you do for a New Year's resolution, you've put it off the entire year and you think, okay, right, it's a new year, so I'm going to do it. I put it off the only reason you're putting it off the whole year is because you don't really want to do it. Like, if you don't really want to do something, you just don't bother doing it. Like, why are you then pretending to yourself, oh, it's a new year, I'm now going to miraculously be able to do this thing?
No, sometimes it's hard to get the inertia to do it. Yeah, because sometimes you get stuck in the rigmarole of the year.
You just do it at the start of a week. Why do you need to wait for the year?
Because you're getting battered down by life. So then you're like, shit, I need this big moment. Because over Christmas, you kind of like lull about a bit. So you're like recharging. Then you're like, bosh, let's go.
Yeah, well, I think they're a bit pointless. And
Okay.
Holly made me do some this year and I haven't done a single one.
You have done some.
I think inadvertently.
You started showering every day.
I think my golf one, I think I did.
What was that?
It was to break 85.
Oh, right.
I'm not that good at golf. I shot 83, so I broke 85.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah.
My lousy advice is about going out for New Year's. I think it is 1 part enjoyment to 4 parts pain. Everything about it is admin, right? If you're trying to go to someone's house, you've got to work out who's going to drive. If you're going to get a taxi, you've got to work out what to take, what's the right thing to take. You've got to work out where you're going to
what's the difference
go.
between what to take and what's the right thing to take?
It's the same thing. So just
You
shut up.
fill in space with needless words.
Yeah, I just think New Year's Eve is just a lot of admin and no one actually is looking forward to it or enjoying it. It's the opposite of like a deadline, which you think a deadline's bad, but this is worse. And this is like, I have to stay somewhere until 12. There's something about knowing when you get to someone's house, I definitely have to be here until the new day starts.
Yeah.
That fills me with absolute fear.
You're pretty good at leaving at 12:05 though.
Oh yeah. Like literally, like we'll all be by the TV like, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. And I'm giving Rory the eye of like, get your fucking coat. We're going home.
What's that song called? That hasn't finished by the time we're leaving.
No, we're like, and then you feel rude because it feels like you've just used that person's house to like be there for the new year. But
Just
we
to
have.
tick off New Year's.
Yeah. So I think in general, I think we should just sack that off.
What New Year's partying?
Yeah.
I don't think we should because people do enjoy it, and
No.
I don't think everyone should forgo enjoyment just because you don't like
But
it.
the problem is now, right, that we now this year haven't got any plans for New Year's. And now I
Because
just
Holly's has been so grumpy and left every party before it even started that we've not been invited to anything.
No.
We've not had a single invite.
We've not had an invite yet. And now I feel like a loser. So I can't win because I'm gutted that I'm not invited to anything. But at the same time, I don't want to go to anything because you've got to be there till 12 to be polite. So I'm a little bit like, I don't know. Everything's a bit shit right now.
Maybe we could just go host a thing in the pub till 7 or something.
Well, we said we would love if our paddle place would host
Yeah.
something and we could play paddle and then be like, then go home. I think that'd be sick. You like that? Yeah. But it's not happening. So whatever.
Yeah, I think we. Sorry, it's what I was saying at the start. We haven't got plans. Neither of us are huge fans of doing anything on New Year's anyway.
No.
So say there's someone out there that loves to do something on New Year's.
I think they probably would be a sociable person. They'd be invited.
New Year's that I've enjoyed in the past have been where we've had either like people around and we had like a bit of like, I call it a dinner party. It's not really a dinner party. We've just had a bit of like a buffet, a bit of food, and we played some games.
Yeah.
And then New Year's comes around and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I quite like is getting your friends around, play some games, have some food, go to nights.
Yeah, I completely agree. Well,
So
why don't we do that? We could just organise that. But I think the
Yeah.
problem is we are the hosts and we're the ones that want to go to bed first. And what do you do then? Do you stop everyone else's evening?
Yeah, exactly. No,
Do you
I'm
know
not
what I mean?
hosting anything. I'm not bothered with that.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're not
hosting,
doing
you've
it.
got, don't host it. Just try and find someone to do that for you.
Well, we spent 1 New Year's in Tenerife. That was quite good. I had a UTI and then, so I couldn't drink. And then also I was tired and I was bored. And then I was like, we got to
It's 'cause
half
this was
11.
like towards the end of our holiday. We'd already been there for a few days and we were like, we'd kind of had enough like of each other by this point. But all we had to do for the whole evening was sit and play cards with each other.
Yeah. And it got
And
to
then there was
like,
like a Michael Jackson tribute, but the Michael
So
Jackson
bad.
tribute didn't actually sing. He was just dancing.
He was
Maybe that's a
miming.
thing, I don't know. No, I don't think he was.
Yeah, 'cause he had that squeaky noise he was making.
Oh,
Do you remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So we had this shit entertainment going on.
Mm.
I was being completely bad vibes. Roy was trying to hold up the environment. We were also an all-inclusive, but I literally landed and had a UTI. So I didn't drink for the whole trip.
Yeah.
And then, it got to like 11:30 and I just looked at Roy. I was like, I can't keep going. I must go to bed. So then that was the end.
I just yawned as you said that. I think it was taking me back to the moment.
The shit moment.
Yeah.
So
we didn't make it
I
to
don't know what we're
midnight.
going to do this
It's been
year.
I didn't make it to midnight on COVID year when I had COVID. I didn't make it to midnight.
No.
I had a can of Stella, watched Jules Holland. I think I got to about 10:30 and I was like, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, so there's no vibes over here.
No. Anything
Okay.
that you think's like lousy advice about New Year's or New Year's
I think the whole
resolutions?
thing, just sack it off. That's
Okay,
it. The end.
Sack it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So now we're going to move on to some general discussion. We actually have this notice board that we made at the start of the year where me and Rory properly sat down and we came up with the categories, which were friends, relationships,
House.
work, health. And I think something's fallen off. But I don't know
Lousy.
what it was. Oh, and lousy. And we wrote out our goals for the year. Ooh, hello. And there's a shitload of Post-it notes. And there is a not load of progress or change that our lives have experienced.
I think.
So I get it.
Yeah, you can get it. Yeah, I get it.
So people that are actually watching this on like YouTube, whatever, you can see it. If you're an audio listener, don't worry because we're going to do a video anyway on like our normal social
I think
channels
let's
to
give
go
a
through
very
it.
quick overview, but I
Yeah.
think like we'll do a separate thing to go into more detail on this because it does deserve a bit more time.
100%. But basically, this took us hours, and then we also went through it with our
Took us
friend.
days.
Yeah.
I remember this was like, oh my God. I remember I'd been back up at home for Christmas, had a really nice time, come down. And then Holly then says, right, we're going to spend the day doing our goals for the year. I was like, what? And we spent so long doing it and it was so depressing. I had no enjoyment out of it whatsoever.
And then also our friend Katja came round, and we made him go through all of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it took days. Like it would actually be that he'd wake up in the morning and be like, okay, let's go through friends.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through relationships. But yeah, I think do you want to choose a section that you want to talk about and how you did with it? Oh my God, we've actually not done any of this.
No.
There's
So I
honestly
think
like 50, over
yeah.
50 stickers.
So maybe on sport. So I actually had a few goals in sport.
Yeah.
One of which was to do a 100-kilogram bench press. I don't know why. That was a goal of mine. Can confirm I've got nowhere near doing that. Another one was to run a sub 20-minute 5K. I have done that in the past, but I've since had a load of injuries. So I thought, this year I'm going to do it. Haven't done that, obviously.
Nice.
However, one that I have done, break 85 at golf. Tick.
Nice. That's good. We like that. I think this is quite funny, is that it came to friends. I was like, I really need to buckle down on like trying to socialize. So I've got things like here. Pictures of friends, so I remember they exist. So I wanted to print up a picture of all my friends and put it on the wall. Didn't even get around to doing that. Be open to
Remember
meeting.
they exist.
Because I forget people, if I don't see them, I don't think about them. Like I
So
have to be in front of me.
You need to print off a photo of one of your friends to remember that they exist.
I have to print off all my friends because I'd see them and be like, oh shit, I haven't spoken to that person in ages. Otherwise, they do not cross my mind. Be open to meeting new people more. I really thought this would be the year that I'd like take on new like groups or like meet new people at activities. I don't know how to make new friends. Like, there's some people that like I've like been mutual with on social media that I've been like, oh, I feel like we'd be really good friends, but I just don't know how to. I feel I don't want to create a burden for them that they then feel they have to talk to me if they don't like me. Like I wish there was like a hinge with these people for friends. I wish I could send off a signal of like, I think I'd like you. Do you think you'd like me?
Yeah.
Because it would annoy me if someone that I didn't think I'd really like was like to me,
it's
oh,
true.
we should
It's
be
not
friends.
that easy to do outreach. To get new
No,
friends,
because
is
I
it?
don't want someone to be like obligated to be my friend. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know quite how to do that. Dinner party once a quarter. Haven't done that. Organise one plan a month. No.
I had one goal with friends, and it was to have a 30th birthday party, and I did it.
Oh, fucking show
Tick. I've actually nailed this.
Come up with a system to reply on WhatsApp. The system's been that I just don't look at it. Set clear boundaries and initially say
Yeah, the WhatsApp
no.
one you've completely failed.
Yeah. In short, I've done fuck all, really. I've just tried to survive. Work, I really had big plans for myself and I've done dick all, so whatever.
Dick all.
And your plans weren't even to do with being here, so you didn't get it done either. But we have got a joint hobby now.
Oh, yeah.
Paddle.
We have got a joint hobby. There we go.
Bosh. So
okay,
anyway.
so I was being a bit of a naysayer before. I said that these are pointless because you're not going to do them.
Yeah.
However, we've actually done probably about 10% of them. So what you should do is just throw as many down as you possibly can, and some of them might happen.
Also, what's good is we've already put the shift in for 2026 because we can just change that number from 2025 to 2026. It's basically all the same shit.
Yeah.
So we've just really organised.
These are my goals for 2026.
Yeah, me
Agreed.
too.
Yeah.
Done. But I actually did read an article and it said, it was in this magazine, I can't remember what it's called, it's about like science. And in the article it was saying that actually the people that live the happiest lives and are the most productive are people that are like productive quitters. So they know when to quit a goal and they know when to stick at a goal. And also and people that can easily let go of a goal that isn't serving them rather than keep pushing for something that isn't going to work for them. And I actually think maybe this says about us that we're quite good at setting goals and being like, actually, that isn't going to work, and moving on and adapting. So maybe actually we're the shit, in short. What do you think?
Yeah, I can, if that's what you want to say, I can agree with that.
Okay,
You're not
thanks.
attacking me for once, so I'm going to get behind what you're saying.
Okay, thank you. That's very kind. What's like a mega goal for you in 2026, do you think?
A mega goal for me is probably, I don't know, maybe break 80 now, because I've broken 85.
Oh my God. Of all the things that are going to be going on in our lives next year, that is it, just golf. This is what it's like. Oh my God, the other day I went to therapy and I came back, right? And I was like to Rory, I was like, oh, we explained this thing in my childhood. This is the reason that I'm the way I am. And I was like going into detail about, rejection sensitivity and this and that. I'm telling Rory all this. I'm literally 1 meter away from him. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he just goes like this. For audio listeners, he just out of nowhere practices one of his paddle swings. He just goes, oh. Looked at him. Sorry? Did you actually just mid me telling you something pretty heartfelt about my childhood and how it's impacted me for the last 20 years? Have you just done a Bandeka? Like, I couldn't comprehend. What?
It just came.
That's what he said. It just came out.
Sometimes you just need to. Sometimes you just practice.
But but you can't have been listening then.
I was practicing, it was like a sliced volley I was practicing.
Yeah. But then your brain must have only been focusing on that.
No,
Insane.
No, it wasn't. It just came. I was just like thinking, and then like I wasn't thinking about it. It's just like natural to me now.
Stopped me right in my tracks. So I was like, Joe, what? I'm not going to bother telling you that then. And he probably thought, good. Maybe that's a tactic.
Yes. If your girlfriend's bleating on at you, just start practicing some sort of sport swing, and then they'll stop.
So should I go through mine then, seeing as you've got any?
If I manage to get my back in a better place this time next year, then then I would be very happy with that.
Right. What else?
I don't think my listeners are going to care about my back though. So.
I know. Again, he's offering you the most boring shit.
So
you wanna
okay, fine. I want to find a new girlfriend. I want a bit of stuff on the side. What do you want me to say? Holly just wants me to make things up.
No, I'm not making things up.
I want to break off our engagement. I want to get the ring, sell it, take myself on a cruise.
So my things that I want to do. So I want to be realistic when moving house. Some of the houses I've looked at and sent Rory are just insane. Rory's like, one, we do not have the budget for that.
They're just impractical.
Yeah.
None of them are anything we'd ever actually move into.
There's like a cottage on a hill that needs a complete reno that's not near anything. That's also not in our budget. And Rory's like, you're wasting my time. I'm actually like drawing up the plans for an extension, everything. And he's like, that's not going to happen. So my plan is to bring myself back down to earth on that and accept reality, which is not something I enjoy doing.
Last long. I like you trying to aim for this, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Another thing that I think is really interesting, as someone was saying about this, is to not let yourself have a lifestyle creep. So I think sometimes people, they're a bit like, you have the taste of something nice.
Like I think you are a bit lifestyle creepy.
I am a bit lifestyle creepy. That I'm a bit I'm going to spend a bit of money on this, or like, maybe I will get this. Where actually I've realized, this girl was talking about it on TikTok. I thought, you're really quite smart, that I'd much rather have a comfortable life for a longer period of time than get used to nice things. Yeah. So I really next year want to really knuckle down on anything that I ever buy. I don't buy loads, but anything I buy being like, what is that actually fulfilling? Why do you actually need that? And really focusing on being like, I want to be able to live my life as it is for a long time rather than getting fanciful.
I think we both enjoy life as it is at the moment.
Yeah.
You don't need anything.
I think sometimes you see things on social media and you think, oh shit, should we be going to the Maldives? Or like, should we be doing this nice thing? Or should I have that nice thing? But I thought to myself, actually what I enjoy is being at home in our little cozy house, like going to my parents' house, seeing my friends, like maybe splashing out and like doing a bit of pottery painting, like.
Or my Christmas present, you could splash out.
Yeah, your Christmas present. Like, I think I really want to focus on making sure that you don't become ungrateful for what you've got.
Yeah.
And
Wow, this
knowing,
is a serious TED talk. Look at this.
And knowing the things I like to spend money on is sports, like paddle. And I do like having extra leg room if we fly somewhere. They're just the two things that
Because
I like.
you're so tall.
No, they're two things. Like if there's something I'm going to splash out on.
Anywhere near the
I know, but I just like to have a bit. I don't know why. That's just one thing about comfort that I really like. And they're the two things that I will spend money on. And that's fine. But everything else, nothing is being allowed to creep because life is nice how it is. And I think the problem is once you get something else that's a bit nicer, eventually that becomes your baseline. And that's the problem. So I want to strip it all back and not have any of that. And I also don't want to compare myself to anyone on social media and what they've got, because that isn't what I want. What I want is just to be comfortable and just to be with my family and friends and just to play on my Switch and do my knitting. So that's it at the end.
Gosh.
Yeah. Another one. Find downtime for activities I can stick to. I want to actually schedule into my calendar, like relax now. I think I'm not very good at doing that.
What do you mean? Sorry, in the evening?
Or the weekend. I'm always like, let's just get on with work.
You're knitting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also want to be a better friend next year.
Yeah, I think you need to do that.
Yeah.
Everyone hates you.
That's hard. Don't say that because I'll think that. I want to actually be like the initiator of plans. Basically in life, I want to be proactive rather than reactive, because I think I've spent most of my life being reactive, mainly because I'm a bit like, oh, do people actually like me, or like, do they actually want to hang out with me? And I wait for the cue of someone else being like, shall we do this? Because that's like they do want to do that. Like, I don't want to oblige anyone to do anything with me, but that attitude actually comes across as that I'm not interested. So I really want to show the people that I love them, and make sure that I am putting them at the forefront. Next year is the year of the friend for me. So that's what I want to do.
Nice.
I want to work on my emetophobia. I want to start saying I used to have a emetophobia rather than I have it.
Really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I think that helped me with giving up vaping.
Yeah.
I used to say I don't vape anymore, because that then stopped me, because I was like, I don't identify with this. Whereas I think a lot of us with emetophobia, we end up really identifying with it.
I'm a emetophobia.
Do you know what I mean? When I say I've got it, I'm a emetophobic. If you said I used to have that, you're telling your brain that's the old you.
Really? Okay. So what, you're going to try and, what are the steps to implement that?
Kind of exposure therapy in a way of like...
people listening, do you want to explain what emetophobia is?
Emetophobia is a phobia of sick, but I talk about this quite a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
some
I should talk
people
about it a
might
bit.
not know what it means. Oh, that's it. That's all you need to say. Yeah.
I've got a really bad phobia of sick, and it like controls a lot of my life. And so I want to try and take a hold of that. So I want to try and do more exposure kind of things, of like not washing my hands all the time, or not thinking about it so much in general, actually. And I want to work on separating it from my identity and thinking about the cause of it. And that is like, it's still like, there's an 8-year-old in me that's scared of sick, and being like, look, Holly, you're a 31-year-old. Like, if you were sick, you actually would be able to handle it. Whereas I've never said that. I would never say that out loud. Like, that's how much the phobia does control my life. So I want to get a hold on that. A radio show and a YouTube series. That's what I really want to do. I also really want to get into tea and coffee. That's a random one that I want to try and get into.
You've got a bit better with tea, haven't you? You've started to have
I'm getting in there with tea. And I want to refresh my question. This is random, but I think my small talk's getting a bit dry, because I basically I'm not very good at small talk. So I have rehearsed things to say in my head, but I think they need a refresh. So I'm going to empty out all the questions that I normally ask, and I'm going to add in some new ones.
Fun questions to ask.
Some better questions. Yeah. I think I'm going to change it up a bit.
Like what kind of thing?
Like I'd always ask people, like, oh, what were you like at school? Because that opens up a lot of conversations, but like, I've kind of used that on everyone. So I need to get some newies. I'd be
so annoyed if someone asked me that. It's like,
why?
It just requires too much thought. What was I like at school?
But that's what I mean.
I don't know. I was just at school.
Yeah, but you're not really a conversationalist.
Like, what else do you want?
I'm going to let you sit with that, like you just said.
What? Set one?
Yeah.
Or did you talk you through what?
If you were also naughty as
well.
You had the police come round.
Yeah, for something I didn't do.
Yeah, exactly. So he wasn't just a goody two-shoes.
What do you mean?
He wasn't. Smoking cigs outside the front of the school. Oh, he was selling them as well, Alex. He was. He was selling cigs. Disgusting.
That's not true.
My final goal is to get Rory to wear some wide leg trousers, because when we dressed up as broccolis, I got these trousers that were wide leg and he looked so good in them. I want to get him out of the skinny jeans, and I want to get him out of these chinos.
The best I've ever looked is when I was dressed up as a broccoli.
One thing that I wanted to say to you people at home, and I want to hold your hand while I'm saying this and tell you that I do love you, but you do not need another planner, okay? every year I'm like, do you know what, this planner's going to get me to do it. That planner's not going to get you to do it. You're going to buy a 2026 planner. You're going to write down a few goals and you're going to do fuck all.
I've got, please can I interject?
Yeah.
You are the queen of buying planners.
I'm talking to myself as well.
Okay, fine. Because you are the person that's bought them probably more planners than anyone in the world. You've got every different planner's got, it's the same thing, but it's like, I don't know, the pages are slightly laid out different. You're like, oh no, this is going to sort me out. Oh, how nice is it? Or you even buy them for people. You've been buying people presents planners.
No, okay, my point is you can buy the planner, but I'm telling you, you're buying the planner and you're thinking, that's it, I'm done. I've done it all now. You haven't. All you actually need to do is drink some water, get off your phone a bit and get outside. You do not need to spend £20 on a planner. And I'm saying this to myself as much as I'm saying it to you, because I'm just like, no, I don't want to actually do the things that are going to benefit me. I just want to buy a planner, but we're going to sack that off because we've realised now, and I've realised now, all I'm doing is putting shit off. I'm like, I'll just spend 20 quid and it feels like I've done it. You haven't done it. You just bought a bit of paper. You got to actually do the shit, okay?
Do you notice?
Why are you doing that? What's that about?
That was funny.
Shit. Sorry, Rory just stuck his middle finger up at me in the background. Shit chat.
Sorry, I was just listening to you talk about these planners for so long. I need to take my mind off it.
Come then, what have you got to say?
Don't know, probably nothing. Should we talk about things that we're leaving behind in 2025?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so things I'm leaving behind in 2025. This is like a bit of a trend, right? Where people say these are things I'm leaving behind.
Maybe.
Things I'm leaving behind, right? Number one,
yeah,
going to bed after 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
And I don't even mean that by going to bed. I think you need to be in bed by 9, asleep by 10.
You are joking.
That is, I don't think that. I know I'm leaving that in 2025.
You're joking. You're going to go to sleep at 10 p.m.
Imagine how nice that would be.
When are we going to see each other?
We see each other all day. We spend
in a nice
God knows
way.
how long doing this.
But like we don't see each other in like a nice way.
Has it maybe crossed your mind that maybe we see each other too much, hence the new bedtime?
Well, I think that's because that's the only time that we're not talking to each other.
Yeah.
10 p.m.
I might not even be asleep. I might just be pretending and just be with my thoughts.
That is insane.
Yeah, so that's something I'm leaving behind.
Right.
Like,
but you're going to get up earlier
Who
then?
actually wants to go to bed at people going to bed at midnight on a weeknight? Why are you doing that?
Because going to sleep so shit. It's such a waste of time.
Going to sleep's so nice. It feels nice. You have nice dreams. You wake up in the morning, you feel refreshed. Going to bed late, you probably have a horrible dream because you've been up watching some horrible series. You then wake up, you've had no sleep, you're in a bad mood. It ruins the rest of your day.
How much sleep can you need? You're already getting about 10 hours.
I'm not. Anyway, that's mine.
Okay, fine.
Next one, buying new clothes. I think I've now completed buying clothes for the rest of my life. I've actually now got, I underestimated how many clothes I have.
Right.
People watching this podcast, I've admittedly had to wear a lot of things twice.
Yeah.
But I think I do actually I've got 3 different white t-shirts, got 2 black t-shirts, and a few others that are thrown in the mix. So I've got plenty of t-shirts.
Right.
I've got 5 shirts or 4 shirts.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple of jumpers and a fleece.
Yeah.
So I don't need new, so I've decided.
Yeah.
I hate shopping. Why am I going to continue doing something I hate? I know, might as well leave in 2025. See ya.
Okay. What about pants?
No.
You're joking.
No, my pants are fine.
They're not fine.
Then final one.
Not fine.
Final one.
Yeah.
Holly actually helped me with this one. So a couple of episodes ago, she admitted that she doesn't really actually enjoy date nights, and she's just doing it. She's doing it as a performance, and she doesn't see any point in the effort, and she doesn't think that we should do them. So we're gonna leave. This is my little present to Holly. As a treat, I'm gonna leave date nights in 2025.
Right. Okay.
No comeback.
No, so we're not going to see each other anymore because you're going to bed as soon as the work day's over. Yeah. You're not going to buy any new clothes or new pants. So, okay, fine. So you're still going to be wearing those shit trousers, and then we're not going to be going out and doing anything together. That's the vibe for 2026.
That is 2026 if I've ever heard it.
Okay, that's really nice. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, good. Me too.
Yeah, that is good. Saying sorry for things I'm not sorry for. That's going in paddle. If I do a shit shot, I'm always like, oh, sorry, shut up. I spend a lot of time, saying sorry when I'm actually not sorry.
Why
Oh,
don't
I'm
you
sorry, I
try
can't do that.
replacing those sorries with saying sorry to me for things?
No,
So I
I'm
feel
not
like
saying
when
sorry.
have you ever said sorry to me?
I don't say sorry to you because I don't really need to because I'm not sorry. And you know that I'm not sorry. But
Oh.
that's what I'm doing basically. Sorry is
That
getting
might
out of my
help you, though.
vocab.
So if you want to get rid of them like in the outside world, maybe you could just use them on me. That'll make me feel better.
No.
And it'll help. You will have used up your sorry quota indoors.
No, sorry is going from my vocab. I'm not saying sorry to anyone for anything.
Is that along with please and thank you? Because that also seems to have disappeared.
No, they can stay. No, I'm not saying sorry for things, but I'm just saying, like, if someone said, oh, can you come to this? I'm just going to be like, I can't. I think I spend too much time like dancing around things. Clarity is kindness. So I'm not doing that anymore. My final one is cooking. I'm not doing that.
You left that in like, I don't know if it ever existed. You maybe when you did food tech in 2008, it existed.
No, but I'm officially like, at the minute, I'm still like saying to Rory, oh, like, don't worry, like I could make that. But
You're
like, why am
not.
I even saying
You're
that? Like,
not.
I'm not
Come
going to
on.
make it.
Okay, sorry. So
I'm not pretending anymore. Do you know what I mean? I'm just absolutely cooking's off 2026.
It's so
I don't
off.
care. I'm not interested. And I'm not doing it. And that's it. Because then
What
we
would
will
you
know
do
where
if
we
I got
stand.
hit by a bus though? How are you going to survive?
Well, what's happened to you? What can't you do?
I'm dead.
Oh, you're dead?
Yeah.
I'd move back in with my parents, obviously.
Oh, and then they'd cook.
Yeah.
So you're gonna but say at this point you're 50, your mum's 80.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, "Mum, cook for me."
Yeah, I'll do everything else. She can cook. Yeah.
By everything else, you mean the washing.
And I'd have kids hopefully by then. So
Oh, so
then
they can cook for you.
I'd move me and my mum.
So you're gonna get me
there.
to train the kids in case I
Yes.
die.
Yeah, yes, yes. Or actually, if you died, I would use the money to then get a chef, wouldn't I? Obviously.
What money?
Yeah, hopefully you've got some.
What do you mean the money?
I don't know. I just imagine that's what happens when you popped your
Yeah.
clogs.
Well, all right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through some of the questions you've sent through. Thanks so much for sending them through. Again, there's millions. Apologies. Won't be able to read them all out, only a few. What do you do if you find the idea of going out abhorrent? I'm not sure we've ever used the word abhorrent on the podcast, but
Yeah,
it's good for our viewers and listeners to help expand the vocabulary of the podcast.
there we go.
I
You
mean,
don't go. What?
Yeah,
Obviously, just sack it
I think
off.
as we've said, like, just don't bother. I don't think we're bothering this year. We might go and play paddle. That's it.
I think you just say, sorry, my mum said I can't go. I think that can always work if you want it to. Like, I
Yeah.
think with that phrase.
I guess there is a lot of social pressure, though. Is probably what they're alluding to.
Yeah, but just say, sorry, my mum said I can't go. I think we should bring that back. If we all start saying it, then we'll be fine. I think that's what you say.
You know, I'm not allowed.
Yeah,
Can't
not
play out
allowed.
tonight.
Sorry, Dad said
Grounded.
no.
Yeah, say you're grounded.
Yeah, just say someone with a slight bit of authority over you, your boss, anyone said, nah, sorry, can't
Or
go.
just say the Kingtern said you can't.
Yeah, Kingtern said no.
Yeah, look, I've given you a free pass to stay in on New Year's.
And
all
just
right?
turn off your phone so people can't see you and find my friends. I think that's quite important. There's
Why?
a few steps that you've got to come into if you
Yeah, well,
want to
they're
do
at
that.
home. Why does it matter where they are?
Oh, true, actually, yeah. But if not, just make something up and find my friends off. Someone said grapes haven't worked for 2025. Try again and hope they work for 2026.
I've read that and I didn't have a clue what it meant. What does that mean?
So people are eating, I think it's like 25 grapes in the countdown. I think it's meant to help you meet someone the next year, like a partner.
You eat
You eat them for
during
good
the
luck under a
countdown-
table.
Under the table?
Yeah.
Sorry. So wait, so you're doing the New Year's countdown?
Yeah.
But that starts from 10. So how do you get 25?
Oh, no, I
then?
don't fucking know.
So
It's something
you count
around
down
that.
from 25.
Yeah.
So you start your own countdown. You go
Yeah.
under the table and you say 25. You're
eating like 1, 2,
What?
3,
One every
4. It might be
second?
10, actually. I don't know how many.
Well, they
it
said
is.
25. Didn't
No,
work.
I just said 25.
I thought they said
They
25.
said 2025.
Oh, right. Okay. So you have grapes and then that's meant to help you find the one.
Yeah.
I'd tell them not to bother because I haven't done that actually, but I haven't found the one either. So I don't know.
I don't know, because I then think if you then meet someone, you'd kind of romanticize them and be like, the grapes have sent this person to me. I think sack that off. Instead, put that money you put towards buying those grapes towards a Hinge membership and get yourself going. I think you've got to put a shift in. You can't rely on fate. Do you know what I mean? Put
Yeah.
a shift in, ignore the grapes. Have you got any that you actually achieved? Quite a few people asked something similar to that.
Okay. Do you want me to go through my golf one again?
No, I think we've said the ones that we did actually achieve. I feel like a lot of the ones with work I've achieved, I can only focus on one bit of my life at a time. And I think at the minute, the last couple of years, it's all been focused on work. And there's ones that I thought were like way too big and were never going to happen that I have actually achieved. I'm trying to think about what they are. Like I wanted to be on radio for 5 minutes. I wanted us to work together.
Yeah.
I wanted to reach like 100K on Instagram and stuff like that.
Oi, oi.
And
Tick.
yeah, so I think I just was honed in on one area of my life and that did happen. Yeah.
So would you say that you've manifested that?
I believe in manifestation, but it has to be with action. I don't think manifestation that you're just like, I want this to happen. There has to be, okay, so say when I was like, I want to hit 100,000 on Instagram. And then I was like, okay, well, how are you going to do that? I'm going to stick to regularly programming. I'm going to change my attitude with whether I think I deserve these things or not. I'm going to make it that I can hopefully hire Rory so that I've then got more time to focus on the creative things. Like you have to have, there's two things. You've got to have a plan of how you're going to do it, but you also have to have the belief that you deserve it and that it will happen. If you write goals and deep down you don't believe you're capable or you deserve them, it won't happen. Whereas with manifestation, I think it is opening up yourself up to all the possibilities of what you think you'd be able to do. And I think that's what I've done in the last year. I've really said, oh, fuck it. Like I'm going to aim high, but I'm also going to write out the goals of how I'm going to get there. And then each month I revisit and I think, okay, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? Grace Beverley, actually, in her podcast, she did a really good episode on goal setting. And I once wrote out my goals alongside as she was reading out how to do it. And it was really good. Right. But yeah, I believe in manifesting, but it has to come with action and it has to come with genuine belief. Like things aren't going to fall in your lap. Like you have to be proactive rather than reactive to life for good things to happen to you. So what we've learned, we thought we would reflect slightly on the podcast series 1 and the things that we've learned along the way of doing this podcast. Okay. So yeah, what things have you learned, Rory Toft?
Oh dear, what have I learned? So I hadn't noticed this, but one of our friends that listens to the podcast pointed out to us that Holly has got this obsession with saying, who wants a slice? So I think in a lot of the stories she's told, I don't know exactly how you'd phrase it, but
my former lovers.
Yeah, you say, I was giving it the big one. Who wants a slice? Blah, blah. So I now can't hear you say that without cringing a bit.
Oh.
That's one thing I've learned.
Nice. I did actually make sure in this episode that I didn't mention any former flames and the one before. I thought it'd give you some time off.
That was very good until you've just done it.
Yeah.
I think in the Freshers episode we did, I didn't understand quite how tragic your Freshers week or your uni experience was until we had that episode.
Good.
I'd learned a lot about you in that, and it made me feel a bit sorry for you, actually, more than anything.
That's really good. I really like a bit of
if you haven't listened to that episode, go back. If you're feeling down about yourself and like how things are going, listen to that, because Holly had probably like pretty dire Freshers week.
Nice, thank you.
I think on the morning routine episode and what we've just discussed a bit here, that was a real eye-opener for me, because that made me realise that we've got very misaligned sleeping patterns, which means that I try to go to sleep, I can't because you're playing the TV, and then you wake me up, etc.
Yeah.
So I think that's making me lean, because I'm kind of 50-50 at the moment. That's making me lean more towards the camp of thinking we shouldn't be together.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good. Okay.
That's one of the things.
This is a nice character assessment. I was asking what you'd learned, not This feels like a slow-mo dumping live on camera right now.
Well, no, this is just things.
This feels like we're at couples therapy, right? And we're at the end of the sessions, and the matey's like, "So, how do you want to proceed?" And you're, very politely saying to me, "I think we sack off the therapy, and we actually sack off this off. Goodbye."
No. Look, just bear with me, all right?
Is this one of those things? Is it like a shit sandwich, and it comes up again?
Really,
I don't feel like you don't really deliver those.
Yeah, no. I think also but it's just I'm saying there's things I didn't realize about us. I think it's been really helpful because obviously we've spoken so much in this, way more than we'd usually speak to each other. I've actually found out things about you or our relationship that I wouldn't have otherwise known.
That's good, yeah.
What also opened my eyes was the moving in together episode.
Yeah.
It clicked in my brain that you actually conned me when I thought I was in power and said, we'll move together in a year. You actually conned me and then somehow managed to move into my flat with my friends and only pay £70 a month rent. So you managed to move in sooner, and you also were not really paying any money for it.
No.
And I don't remember you ever being like, I'll get this because
no,
you're paying the rent. Like that never came up.
I just got a free flat in Wandsworth and to move in with my boyfriend a year before he told me.
Yeah. And I think again on the fashion, I think you know as little about it as I do. I think people commented on that.
Did they?
But I think on the bright side,
yes,
I think people have been enjoying listening to the podcast.
Oh, nothing about me. We're just moving straight onto the audience.
Just listen. Just bear with me.
Okay, I'm just hoping I'm going to get some. I say nice things about you sometimes.
We've been making this podcast together, and I think people have enjoyed listening to it. And I've really enjoyed doing it with you. And as I said, it's made me realize more things about me and you and our relationship. And I think all it's done to me, especially reading people's comments about us and how we interact, it's reaffirmed that we make a really good team.
Aww.
And that we do have a good relationship. And that's that.
Why am I getting teary? Like, that's not even that nice.
said.
I thought I'd save it until right at the end of the first series for me to say something nice, and I have.
I also think that the listeners are going to be like, that isn't that nice. All you've said is we've got a pretty good relationship, which we both know.
That is
but
nice,
that is the crumbs, the breadcrumbs that I get given on nice things. So that makes me emotional. Okay, so you think?
I think
You say it again.
I think that we have a lot of fun doing this together. People like listening to it, and I think our dynamic, it just shows that we've got a really strong relationship and that we are made for each other.
Why does it sound like you're being sarcastic?
Maybe I am.
No, don't say that. Yeah, no. Yeah, I do agree. That is nice. Thanks.
Is this what it feels like to be you? Because I've just said something really nice and you just said, yeah, agree. Is that what I say back to you?
Well, I don't
the
mean,
same
no,
sort of
because
thing?
the problem is I know I'm going to overdo it and say something really nice back and the dynamic's off again. So I'm going to just accept
you
that
don't,
one.
you don't need to.
But yeah, I obviously think the same. Like, I love doing this. This feels like we're like verbally snogging. Do you know what I mean? On the podcast, which is a bit embarrassing. But no, obviously. But I always think that, like, sometimes in the early episodes, people would comment being like, I feel like these two are bickering. Like, do they actually get on? I hope you all know that everything we say is in jest and is for entertainment purposes. And I think I would only ever be able to speak like this in front of you. Like, I think this is the first platform that I've got, or even like with friends, like this is the place that I'm the most honest about how I feel or I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is somewhere that I can do that, obviously, because we're very lucky that I've got you. So you're someone that I know I'm like this all the time anyway. That I can be very honest and it doesn't affect Rory, he doesn't care. But it's also thank you to the audience for being so kind and like getting that, like, I don't know, you just seem to get me and like my humor and the way I speak. Because I was quite worried with this. People are going to be a bit like, oh God, on her other profile, she's really like brand safe and very sweet and very like careful. Whereas on here, I am just like my actual honest, pretty shitty self. And you're all still liking it. So thank you. Okay. But the things I've learned from having a podcast, firstly, that Rory was on Hinge for longer than he should have been.
I wasn't.
Because
I think that's quite the opposite, actually. I think we saw from the screenshots of my profile, you were on there 2 months after.
No, because I wasn't on it. We both went on it when Roses... No.
We've got solid evidence that you were.
Yeah, I was on it for too long, but you were actually on it for longer than me because...
I wasn't.
Because you said Roses came about and we looked up and Roses... had only come about after we were officially together.
I just knew about Roses
you said you'd
from
seen
my
them.
friends. Yeah, my friends' profiles.
Anyway. Secondly, another thing I've noticed is that I have got a massive fucking double chin because watching the episodes from Vegas and LA...
What?
Rory must have put the camera low, but trying to choose like a thumbnail, I was like a worm. Like there was no definition between my face and my neck. It was all just one thing. And I thought that is insane and almost incredible. That's not
same
I
for
learned.
me as well, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. No. You and your
No,
jawline
I didn't actually.
off.
Obviously, I said to Holly behind closed doors, I don't think you have blah, blah, blah. I
course
can't
he's
be able to waste my breath again now.
But what is
telling her that she
annoying with you
didn't.
saying that is I absolutely did. Like anyone that's watched those episodes would be like, yeah, you obviously definitely did. So it was annoying you
All right,
saying
get
I
in the
didn't because it makes
comments
all
then.
your
Get in
things.
the comments. Do you think she had one or
They're
not?
all going to say no because everyone's polite. But that's the problem. Luckily, it's made me now start gua sharing. So that's a complex this podcast has given me. Another thing I've learned is that my dad loves Rory more than me. Like that's just been confirmed. We already kind of knew that, but
Yeah,
like
it's fair enough.
he just loves it being with Rory. I also learned about when you pissed in that cupboard. I didn't know that story that you were a cupboard
Piss in the
pisser.
cupboard?
Yes, you did.
When?
Oh no, you pissed on Thomas's shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you'd done that.
He was messaging me about that this morning, actually.
Was he?
And he said, I didn't realize this. He said for some reason, like very shortly after that, he lent them to his dad to wear. He was like, in hindsight, that was a really bad thing. He's like, can't believe he gave his dad
Pissy shoes.
shoes like pissed in.
It's disgusting. I also realised that I'm right in saying that people should be ready to leave at 10 p.m. because a lot of people agreed with that. And we're like, yeah, like if you're at someone's house, you should start like looking like you're ready to go from 10 p.m. ready to be said, oh, let's all go now. Like I feel like a lot of you all reaffirmed my beliefs that I've kept like just to myself for a long time. So thank you. I continue being insufferable. And I've also learned that no one else enjoys anything either. Like we're all not enjoying everything. So that's brilliant. Because I was a bit worried it was just me. But actually none of us enjoy life.
No, I think a few of the clips that you've done where you've like thought, maybe this is a bit, maybe it's just me that thinks this. Like you've had a lot of people agree with you, which has probably been quite nice.
Yeah, that's very true.
You have also had people disagree to balance it out.
Yeah, I know, but we just ignore those.
You're really good at ignoring the haters, actually, aren't you?
No,
so good.
So bad at ignoring the haters. But yeah, I think this has been an amazing first season. Has it? Well, I don't know. Has it?
An amazing.
Sorry, I just said that. I didn't even mean it. Like, it just like, I just went into being a robot there.
Yeah, no, look,
But
I
that's what
think
people say.
We've both had fun doing it, and we've like really appreciated people listening, like, and the fact we've been getting loads of really nice comments, really nice messages. We get screenshots of like people's like, in their Spotify wraps,
Yeah.
and like, or like even like the clips we put on socials, like the reactions we get to those, like everything has been amazing to see. It's my first time being a proper part of something like that, and I've found it incredible.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
You're gonna cry?
No.
Oh.
Final thing. So I think we teased maybe a while ago that we were going to start like creating some mugs and things like that.
Oh yeah.
We have now got the prototypes of them.
Yeah.
And there's just a few things we need to sort out. So hopefully come January, to get your lousy fix, we've got to sell you some mugs. No, yeah, hopefully we're going to start selling some merch.
We were meant to
in
sell
January.
it in the lead up to Christmas, but then we were like, this is too many things that we're trying to do at once. And I also didn't want people to then like panic buy them. And I was like, oh, this is all too much. So we're hoping that some proper good lousy merch is going to come out next year, which we're excited about. And then
or it could just sit in our front room forever.
Yeah, exactly. All that. And on the road to breaking even, I feel like next year's a year it's going to happen. Like, I think this year, we're still on the hard shoulder, but the AA are on their way. Do you know what I mean?
Or the RAC, depending which one wants to sponsor us.
Exactly. And they're coming along and they're like looking and they're like at the minute, they're just adjusting the engine, they're changing the tyres, and then we're going to be off in our Ferrari next year.
Okay, like it.
Do you think so?
First episode next year, we're going to do it live from the Ferrari.
Yeah. And can you let us know what guests you'd like to see?
Yeah, it'd be good to actually, know which kind of people you think would be good.
Yeah.
Within reason.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Should we just finish it on the Clunge King?
Yeah, let's just finish it on the Clunge King. I hope you're watching. I miss you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For listening.
And watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for making this first season absolutely mega. I didn't think we'd be going on for this long. We've done about 20 episodes and we can't believe it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And like we always say, don't take
our word for it.
Woo! Nice.
Woo! Woo! Nice.